being a YouTube creator, the most commonly asked question I get is, Jordy, how do I carve a nose? Jordy, how do I make my nose bigger? Jordy, how do I make my nose wider? Jordy, how do I make my nose smaller? Jordy, how do I make my nose stick farthest off the face? Well, in this video, we're going to do that. We're going to go back to the basics and just do a real simple tutorial. Take it real slow so everybody gets it. Look at the size of this bark. It's the bark I just got with my buddy Stu. It's 6 inches across at the widest part at the back and about 2 feet tall. So let's get to it. We're going to use this book for reference. You do not need to buy this book. There is plenty of pictures online for reference. Okay, so this is the first view that I'm going to look at when carving the nose. Okay, for the very beginning Dremel wood carver. There's all different sorts of noses: big nose, small nose, pig nose, hook nose, bump nose, friggin' whatever you want. Different types of nostrils too, but we're going to leave this very basic. But I start looking at this. I say in lots of my videos, the nose needs to stick farthest off the face. Straight line, look how far the nose sticks off, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to draw on, I don't know if this guy's going to have hair or not, but this video is just the nose. So we're going to carve right here, okay? That's going to be his forehead. So what I'm going to do, this will be the only part of the voiceover. I'm going to carve down deep here, and I'm going to make this. So I'm going to carve it down to about here, and I'm going to make it pretend this pen is the wood itself, and I'm going to make it sloped. Just like that. See how that's sloped? That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to make it sloped. And our nose is going to be right about here. Okay? So all this wood, where I'm tapping with my finger, is going to be removed. And doing that, I'm going to start off with my Dremel. I'm running a Dremel 4000. This is a Dremel flex shaft. This is a Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. Okay, it's my favorite go-to burr right here. It's what I use 95% of the time. You can get these burrs if you go to the description below. It will take you to the Kutzall site. Use the code CFusion, save yourself 5%. This is the Kutzall Extreme Flare on the burr on the Dremel 4000. This is my Fordham. So this is a 1/8 burr that goes in the Dremel. In the Fordham, it's a 1/4 inch burr. This is an Extreme Flame Burr too, just the 1/4 inch. The 1/4 inch burrs do not fit in the Dremel. They're the bigger burrs, okay? See the size difference? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my deep line with this. Then I'm going to come along with this and remove the wood so it's like this. Just like that. I'd like to start this voiceover with, well, the last couple days I've been in some deep thoughts from, well, let's just leave it at that. So I came up with this quote. I like to think that I invented it. I probably didn't, but let's just pretend I did. Okay, here it is, by Jordy Johnson. A king is only as strong as his army is. A king is only as great as his township is. By Jordy Johnson. So, by any means, I don't think I'm a king. I wouldn't want that job. I'm more of a what's it called? Knight in white armor. Yeah, knight in white armor. You know, with my, because I'm fat and bald and stuff, and my handsome looks. Yeah, so I'd be that knight in white armor. Anyways, I want to say that last video I made about the Facebook group, the amount of positive feedback I got from the community is a lot louder than any words can speak. The amount of emails and messages I got on Facebook, let's just say probably over than 200. So all of you guys, people that took the time out of your day to send me a message and say how that my YouTube channel and the group has helped your life and just helped you. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. I didn't mean to create drama. You guys all know I avoid it like the plague. It did create a lot of drama, but it's okay. I got my point across. Let's just leave it at that. I deleted the video from YouTube. It's time to carry on and leave the dirty laundry behind. The group on Facebook will stay open because the township, it's such a great community, and I want to thank you so much, admins, for the great support on that group. Carving Fusion, World of Woodcarvers group, everybody. Original. Carving Fusion, World of Woodcarvers group on Facebook. No, jeez, for the love of God. Carving Fusion, World of Woodcarvers original group on Facebook is based on beginning woodcarvers. So you guys, if you want to dibble and dabble into wood carving, it's a great group. There's no spam, there's no negativity on it, and it's just about having a good time and enjoying like-minded people. I'll shut up now and get on with this nose video. Okay, so since I like to repeat myself, see the face goes, the forehead goes back like this. Now that's like we got there. Okay, so the deeper that you push this back, the better your nose is going to stick off. And the later, and you won't have to carve deeper here really too much anymore. Sometimes you can, when you carve the nose in and everything, you don't think it's off far enough, you can push the eyebrows back, but we'll talk about that after. So now let's draw the nose on. We don't need to look at this book anymore. I'm just going to kind of do a Geordie Carving Fusion style nose and carry on. Okay, so we got this slope here, right? We don't want our nose to be out of this slope. We want it to be in the slope. So if we put our nose down here, okay, we still might have to take our eyebrows down. So let's push the nose. So what we'll do, so here's our forehead, okay, where our hair is going to come off. But let's just draw our eyes on, okay? We'll go like this. I got to get a better pen. Sorry about that. The amount of these pens that I go through, boy, oh boy. So here is this will be our eye line, okay? Our eyebrows, our eyes will be under here. So you always, this is for the very beginning Dremel carver, don't forget, okay? So you always have a center line. It's a good practice to get into, okay? Even the pros will say that. All right, so there's our center line, our eyebrows and our center line. So when I draw my nose on, I like to draw it on bigger because wood carving is not sculpting. You're not adding, you're deleting. Okay, and I repeat this on all my videos from the very beginner to whatever style you think I am. When you put these lines in here like this for the very beginner, okay, it's easier to have them both this side and this side exactly the same. Okay, you can do it like round down here if you want. Okay, you can do that, but this is how I like to do it, and this is my opinion. You give an angle here, okay, and right here, see the bridge of the nose right here. You don't draw this on too thin. You leave it wide. For wood carving, leave extra wood because you can always take it off later. It's a pain in the ass to try and add it back on. So don't draw it on like I know it's going to be hard to see here, but don't make it draw it on like this. Sorry, I'm getting carried away here. Don't make it like that. Leave it nice and wide because you can slowly take the wood away. It's going to be a real bit to try and add it back on. So try and make this pitch the same on both sides right here and try and make them the same length. Okay, so now our mustache. How's our mustache going to roll off? Let's just make this one a very simple wood spirit. We'll go like this, and we'll make it so his mustache is whoosh, blowing in the wind, but we're not going to concentrate on the mustache. Okay, but that's how that one's going to go. Everything's going to be flowing this way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Dremel with my Kutzall bit. You're going to see me turn this piece like this, cut here, okay? Then I'm going to start cutting deep along the side of the nose. The deepest part where I'm going to cut on the side of the nose is from here to here, okay? And I'm going to cut deep. This is how you get the nose to pop off, is push your mustache pushing means carving. Carve your mustache in way deeper and leave your cheeks. Carve it deep, carve this mustache deeper than your cheeks. Where your cheeks come here, you want these two pieces to be higher than your mustache. Push your mustache way back. Get your nose to pop way off. Does that make sense? Okay everybody, I suggest when you're doing wood carving like this with your Dremel, for the very beginner, this creates lots of dust, so wear your dust mask, okay? This is my dust collection table. It sucks the dust down in here. When I'm making this is going to be a live carving. I got my microphone on, I'm going to carve it, and I'm going to talk and explain what I'm doing. But normally I would have my dust mask on. So you don't need to carve deep in the eyebrows to start, okay? Down in here. You can just make a little mark. Oops, wrong foot pedal. Okay. That's all you need. Just put yourself a little mark there in case you don't want to friggity frick. So now let's carve beside the nose. Okay. See that one cut? Then let's bring the mustache around. Okay. Now so we got our template cut on this side. Now let's cut it on this side. Okay, so there's our template cut. Now let's cut below the nose here. Take your time. Do not get this bit stuck in deep channels. This is cottonwood bark. It's very soft wood to carve. But if you got a channel like this carved in there, and you're going to put your Dremel in there to carve it deeper and deeper, a good chance you're going to jam this up and you're going to break your inner flex shaft on your Dremel handpiece, okay? So do a deep cut, like I did there, then feather it away, deep feather, okay? So what I'm going to do here, like I said earlier in the video, right here, from here to here, on both sides, those are going to be my deepest cuts, right in here, okay? So let's do a deep cut in here right now. So you notice when I do the deep cuts, I pull. I never push this. I never push it. I always pull. I pull really fast because you have less chance of this jamming up. That's why I do it really quick. So let's do another cut underneath the nose. Holy, look how deep that is. Carve deeper, friends. Carve deeper. Okay? So now, what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to remove this wood to make that up. I'm going to remove the, slow down Jordy. I'm going to remove the wood on the outside of the mustache. Okay? On the beard, where the beard will be, to make the mustache elevated. Both sides. I like to keep everything equal. When I do one side, I like to go over and do the other side. That way it's the best to keep both sides of the face equal. Okay, so now let's take the mustache down. I call it feathering it away. Okay, so you see how this nose is not perfect on both sides? It's almost there. But anyways, let's keep taking more of this away. See how it's starting to get the nose to pop off? Let's take this down more, okay? Let's remove more of this wood here for the mustache. And if you get too low, you can recarve your beard line in again, okay? I'm rushing for this video so it doesn't drag on. So don't feel you have to carve as fast as I'm carving. Boom, look at that. Look how far that nose sticks off. Okay? So what we need to do now, don't pay attention to what I'm going to do. We'll save that for another video. I'm gonna carve the eyes deeper and now to get the nose. You see? This is the nose video. Carve the eyes deeper so I can work on the bridge of the nose. So I'm just gonna cut straight across. Now I'm gonna start feathering down inside of where the eyes will be. But you see how I bring my eyebrows down? I don't go like this up, I bring them down. Okay, so they're fairly equal. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. See these cheekbones? Look how much higher. See the cheekbones? Look how much higher because it pushes the mustache back. And it makes it easier when you're going to incorporate your beard later on too. I can still push. I can still push this mustache way back, carve deeper on each side of the nose. Why not? Let's just do it. Okay, look at that. Look how deep that goes inside here. The deeper you make your carvings, the better your carving's going to be. So now this mustache sticks way farther off too. So now what I'm going to do, turn my piece on the side. I'm going to put my bit in here and I'm going to roll this mustache off down inside there. Okay? I'll try and do it slowly. Just make it all nice and round. See how it is deep inside there? Now let's do this side. Now let's even cut below the nose right here to make the nose stick off farther. Okay, so we got that cut line here. So let's remove some of this wood on the mustache. Oh, look how far that nose sticks off now. Okay, so now we can take our cheeks down a bit more too. So let's do a cut beside the nose and bring these push these cheeks back a bit. Round out inside where the eyes are going to go. Both sides. Okay, so just like I said, this is about the nose, but let's just split the eyebrows. And remove that wood in the forehead. Like wood carving is removing, not adding. Unless you want to add stuff. Okay, so I could push this forehead back farther if I want to, but I don't care. Look at that nose. Look how far it sticks off the face. So now we got the bridge of the nose here, okay? So what we want to do is we want to carve this bridge and make it so the nose goes like this, okay? So the farther that you take this bridge down inside there, the more slope your nose is going to have, okay? So this is where you want to decide if it's going to have a bump here or whatever, all right? So let's take the bridge down. I'm going to take it down fairly deep, not too deep, to about where the top of my fingernail is there. And just go along the nose and look at that. Would you look at that? So, next problem. Boy, oh boy, it happens to the best of us. So now, this is what you want to think, okay? Stop, process the situation. Do you want to carve deeper? Do you want to recarve the nose in? I still got lots of depth here. I can still carve and reshape the face and reshape the nose. Or when the wood grain is exactly on this, is still exactly the same as this, do I want to glue it back on, and we'll hide the crack later on with like poly shade or something like that. I think in this situation, I got some 5-minute cheap dollar store epoxy because I want to carry on with this video. I'm going to mix up some epoxy, get a little crappy paintbrush, pardon my language, put it on here. Okay, I got a wood clamp like this, and I'm going to let it sit for half an hour, and we'll come back and we'll finish off with the nose. That's what I'm going to do in this situation. Okay, so I got the nose glued back on. This would not work because every time I clamp this up, it would just push the nose off. So I got to sit here for an hour, no, about 5 minutes, and hold the nose on. It's a sacrifice you got to make. Okay, it's been about half an hour since I got this piece epoxied on here. So, but I think to truly let the epoxy cure properly, I'm gonna finish this off tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna end this video here because I truly believe there should be no rush when you're trying to teach, you're trying to show, right? I'm not maybe not teaching because I'm not teaching. I'm just showing how I do it. So I'm gonna make this a 2-part series on the nose, okay? So you look at all the room we got here. We got so much room. We could make this a skinny nose. We could carve way deeper in here. We could make it a nose that sticks way out. And another thing I noticed that there's not much room here to carve the eyes. So I might make another video, or in the next video, push these eyebrows back. So this means recarve them, carve everything deeper, push it all back. You know, so there's no rush. So you guys, I'd love to read your comments. If there's anything about the wood spirit that you think you want to learn better at, the way I do it, I'm not the best carver, but if you want to learn the way I teach, not teach, but the way I show, I'll be happy to read all the comments and try and help you guys as much as I can, because that's what this YouTube channel is about. So we'll leave this one here, and the next video for this will be out the next day. Hope you guys are all great, and it's nice to see the sun coming back out and the weather's starting to warm up.